Working with tables of data is probably one of the most frequent things you'll do in Excel. In doing so, sorting that data is one of the most fundamental skills to have. In this lesson, we'll explore some of the ways to sort data, from a quick one-button sort to a more detailed multi-column sort, and we'll even look at sorting by colors. Let's start with a basic one-button sort. Excel can sort data in a table based on the data in one column with the sort buttons A to Z and Z to A, as long as the table is contiguous, and that is all connected. Excel can sort the entire table together as long as you only have one active cell. Let's go ahead and select B7, and now from the data ribbon, let's go over to the left and you'll see a button that says sort, and right now it's showing A to Z, so let's click that. And you see how Excel sorted the whole table based on what's in the item column, and it sorted it ascendingly or from A to Z. So now that we're still clicked on column B, let's click the Z to A button and see what happens. Excel again sorted the whole table, but this time it sorted it descendingly from Z to A. Now let's go over to the location column, click on A7, and go ahead and sort that ascendingly so we have it sorted by location. Even though the basic sorting will be sufficient in most cases, there may be times when we need to be a little more specific with our sorting. In this case, we can go to the Sort dialog box. So let's go ahead and click on the Data menu and go to Sort. And now we get the Sorting dialog box. The first thing to notice is this checkbox in the upper right. It says My List Has Headers. And what that'll do is that'll tell Excel in your data table the first row of information is actually column headings, and we don't want to sort that with the rest of the data. If we take that check off, you see Excel will include that top row to be sorted. So next let's go down to the work section and we just look at this row here. It says sort by. Right now we have location. If we click in this box right here, we get every column in our table. We're going to actually sort first by item. And then we have a choice what to sort on within that column. Values or cell color or font color or cell icon. We're going to click on values. And then we have the order A to Z or Z to A, and a color or an icon, which doesn't really apply because we're sorting on values. So let's go ahead and click OK. And there, Excel sorted the table by item alphabetically, just like it did with the A to Z or Z to A. So that's a single level sort with the Sort dialog box. But what about when you need to do a multiple level sort? A good example might be a list of names. You might want to sort by someone's last name and then their first name to get an alphabetical listing. In our example, we sorted by item first. Let's add the revenue so we can see quickly what location had the best revenue. Again, click on any one cell in the table and go to your Data menu and go to the Sort command to get the Sort dialog box. Now, we can go down to the page. We've only got one level right now, item. We can add another sort to it by clicking the plus button. Now you see how the first line says sort by item. We come to the second row, says then by, so we're going to sort that secondarily to the first item. We're going to go down to revenue and again values. This time instead of smallest to largest, we want it to be largest to smallest, see what's sold the most. And now we'll click OK. And now if we look at our table, we have the items, all the cakes are sorted, and then they're also sorted in order by revenue. We can see our top revenue for cakes. Let's add one more level to that list. Let's go back to Data and Sort, and we've got Sort by, then by. Let's add one more level, and here we're going to sort it by day. So click on Day, and then Values, and newest to oldest, and click OK. So that's kind of good, but the revenue is sorting before the day, so the days are still out of order. We've got Saturday, Sunday, Friday, Sunday, Thursday, Wednesday, Saturday, Sunday, Saturday, because it's sorted secondarily by revenue. Let's see how to change that. So we sort first by day, then by item, and then by revenue. We'll do our Sort dialog box again. Now we could delete all of our items and start from scratch, but there's a much easier way. If we want to sort by day first, click on it, then all we have to do is drag it to be the first item. And now we've got sort by day, then by item, and then by revenue. Let's click OK. And you see we sorted by day first, and then item, so cakes, and then revenue. So for this particular day, Manhattan had the biggest revenue for cakes, followed by Queens and Brooklyn. Now, we didn't touch on it, but there's one last thing you can do with that sort dialog box. If there is a sort order you want to remove completely, you just click on it, and then you can click the minus button, and it will remove that sort. Let's go ahead and remove all of them right now. The last sort we're going to look at is sorting a cell by color. This is something a lot of people ask, and it hasn't been available up until recent versions of Excel. So since we have no levels right now, let's click the plus sign, and we've got sort by. Let's click on item, and this time in the sort on we've got values. Let's click in here and we can go to cell color because some of these items have different colors. The order is going to stay on top or on bottom. And now for the color, click the drop down. We have a list of all the colors that are available in that item row. So let's click on the green first and then click OK. And you see how Excel sorted the dark green cells of items to the top of the list. Let's go back to the sort dialog and let's add one more row. Same thing by item, cell color, and we'll choose a color. Now here's the downside to sorting by color. Because they have no intrinsic value, you'll have to add a level for every color you want to sort. So you can see I've sorted by two colors, dark green and orange, and when I click OK, the dark green and orange will be at the top of the list. Now although sorting by color is really interesting, it's tough because there's no real implied sort order with color. So you're going to have to go define every single level of your sorting when you do sort by colors. In this lesson, we explored Excel's capability to sort data. We started by seeing how to do a quick sort by clicking the A to Z or Z to A buttons. We then explored how to build more complex sort using the sort dialog box on the data menu. And lastly, we saw how Excel now has the capability to sort by colors. Using all these tools should help you become much better at working with your data.